What have been your key learning over the years?
What I've learned over the last 4 decades is that the companies that build value with consumers at multiple points and dig in and continue to build value in their lives are the ones which will inherit the future. And to explain that, let me give you an example of what I'm trying to put across to you, is that the right time for an FMCG organization or a healthcare organization is to enter a consumer's life when its baby is being born. There you build value, you have a set of baby care products. Then as the child grows up, you have products for the child. There you have side effect-free cough syrups, you've got growth tonics for him. As you grow on in life, you have problems, you have solutions to teenage problems and for many healthcare problems. If a company builds value along the entire life cycle of a consumer, those are the companies which are going to inherit, absolutely are going to be the blockbuster, the large, what you call the conglomerates of the future. I believe that. And I believe that any company that has a short-term vision is not really going to make it. You have to dig in, you got to invest in people, you got to invest in your products, you got to invest in your consumers, and you really got to have you really have to play a very important role in their day-to-day lives. Very important also in FMCG companies is to build trust. Today, if you look at the internet, consumers are being bombarded with everyone saying everything. And I don't mean that to deride or to belittle anybody. I don't mean that. There's so much of information out. What does the consumer do? Finally, when you're overwhelmed and seeing so much, you retract to your place of comfort. And that place of comfort is a company you trust. So companies that build trust with their consumers along, and they begin building that trust at a very early age, those are the companies that are going to be doing exceedingly well. And I can name many companies. Dabur is definitely one of them. Most of the most successful companies are those which have begun their journey with the family at a very early stage. Also very important, innovation is going to be the future of FMCG. Companies that fail to innovate are definitely going to perish. Number 3, companies that do not offer premiumization to their consumers aren't going to do very well, especially if you're talking about a country like India. Just look at the airports 40 years ago and look at what the airports are today. I'm proud to say Indian airports are the best in the world. Proud to say. India's growing, India's shining. Everything about India is on the rise. It's going to be one of the biggest economies in the world. So any FMCG company, it has to start building trust, and second, it has to premiumize its offerings and make sure that it's at par with the aspirations of the Indian consumer.